Hey staffs, and welcome to CF Media. I'm super excited to have you join me in this video. In this one, I want to show you how you can set up complex and dynamic payment gateway on your WooCommerce e-commerce WordPress website.
This episode is brought to you by Hosting.com, the trusted hosting partner built for agencies and creators. With optimized WordPress performance, expert support, and scalable plans, Hosting.com helps agencies deliver faster, more reliable websites. Explore hosting plans designed for pros at Hosting.com.
There are many scenarios where people need to have separate payment gateways on their website, and they want to take payment gateways based on maybe buyer's location. They may want to do that based on shipping method. You may also want to maybe specify a different payment gateway based on the currency that your buyer is using. And finally, you may also want to set up maybe different payment gateway based on a particular product. There might be a particular product you just want to sell that product with a specific payment gateway. If you are in this category, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you real quick how you can set this up on your WooCommerce website. So without further ado, let's get started into these tutorials already. So right on my screen here is a demo WooCommerce store, and I take payment with WooPay on this store, and I have just a demo payment gateway set up here, like for card, direct bank transfer, check payment, or cash on delivery. I would want to use this just for tutorial purpose. So now let's go back to the back end of this WordPress website here. I will be showing you here how you can set this up literally for free with some free plugins, however with some limitations, and then I'll show you exactly what premium plugin you might need. So I'll just walk you through all of them real quick. So if we come to plugins, I think I have those plugins installed here. Let's just go through them. Okay, so if we come down here, you will see payment gateway by shipping for WooCommerce. This plugin is by WP Factory, and also payment method by product and country for WooCommerce, and this is also by WP Factory. WP Factory have done a lot of good work creating plugins that will help you optimize your WooCommerce store. Recently, I did a tutorial around WP Factory and how you can get awesome plugins through them. I would leave a link to that in the video description. You can check it out in case you want to learn more about WP Factory. But again, if you just come to your plugins here, let's just come to add a new plugin. Let's search for WP Factory. From the search, you would see that we have 68 items here relating to WP Factory. They've just produced quite a good number of plugins. Download plugins from themes. You can see this: cost of good per cost, EN barcode, customer email verification, minimum maximum step quantity. If you scroll down and down, you see quite a number of plugins, all from WP Factory. So these guys are notorious, are well known in the WooCommerce space to creating fantastic, awesome plugins. And you can see we can go to the next page to still keep seeing all of those plugins here from them. So you can see this is one of the plugins here, and you can see this is active. So I've been able to install just 2 plugins here literally for free, and let's experiment with this. Let's see what we can do with this plugin. So if we come to install plugins, let's check. The first one here is payment gateway by shipping for WooCommerce. So let's come to settings here and let's see what we can do with that. What this plugin here will do for you is to set payment gateway by shipping methods. I'm not sure I have configured any shipping method on this demo WooCommerce store, but let me just show you what you can do with it. So if you come here, you can just enable this option, and once you do, you see all the payment gateways you have, like PayPal, like Get App, Afterpay, direct bank transfer. So you can just come here and select what shipping method would take this payment gateway. For example, if I want to do cash on delivery, I can just click here and just say anything like local pickup can be cash on delivery. So if anybody wants to check out on your store and then they want to do local pickups, then they can do cash on delivery. That makes sense? You can just go on and on and select different payment gateways for different shipping method. And I think that's a fantastic plugin here. So once you're done with that, you hit save changes Right now on this store, people can use payment gateways based on their shipping method. Super simple and easy, right? So the next plugin here is payment gateway per product. So let's go into this. For payment gateway per product, from here we can enable this plugin. I have done that already. Under the advanced option, you can enable fallback gateway, but this is only available for the pro version of this plugin. So unfortunately, there's nothing we can do there. And if you come up here, you can see that we can now specify how we want to filter our product. It can be per category. So if we go to product categories here, we can enable different payment gateway for different category. So for example, here you can see this is turned on. For our PayPal here, we can include the categories we have on our WooCommerce store, but for this demo store here, I only have posters and uncategorized as my categories. So I can select here now different categories for different payment gateways. You can see this, so you can include and also you can also exclude. So you can just go all in here for Woo payment. You can see different Woo payment options that we have here. So you can just include or exclude for direct bank transfer, for check payment, whatever payment method you're using on your WooCommerce store, you'll be able to see them here, and you can include whatever category you want to filter your products to. And I think that's super cool and awesome. And if you're done, you can save changes here. How super cool is that? So if we come back up here, another filter we can still do is product tags. So if we click here, sorry, I don't want to save this. Okay, you can see this has been enabled here. In your case here, feel free to enable it. You can also come here to include or exclude based on the tags you have on your store. So on this store here, I have tags as billboard, electronics again, flyer print. So I can say I want to take all payment from billboards to PayPal. I want to use tags like flyer for Woo payment, and you can see this. You can also just exclude as well. I don't want to take payment from print with WooCommerce. You can see this, and once you're done, you can scroll down here and then you can save changes. So once you do this, once anybody wants to buy any product that is tagged as a billboard, they will be forced to check out with just PayPal. Super cool and awesome. So other options we have for this is per product itself, and we also have countries too as well. Unfortunately, for us to be able to enable this, we would need to use the pro version of this plugin. If we also want to enable for countries, we would also need to use the pro version of this plugin. But the good news here is that I can show you how to get the pro version of this plugin literally almost for free. So if we come to wpfactory.com, you would see that they tell you that you can get up to 65 powerful plugins. Let me just let you know that this is not 65 plugins anymore. This is 71 plugins right now as at the time I'm filming this. So if you scroll down, you see quite a number of things about their plugins. I really don't want to go through all of that, but if we come to their store from here, like I told you, you can see we have 71 results from here. And this is filtered down into several pages, all pro plugins from WP Factory. Sincerely, WP Factory isn't joking about plugins around WooCommerce. I can assure you that. I showed you earlier 68 results in the WordPress repository, free plugins that you can use. It's quite very, very fantastic. But you might be thinking that this will cost you a arm and a leg to be able to have access to all of these plugins, but that's not true. So let me just show you quickly what it will cost to get one of these plugins, and maybe if you want to do bundle. Let's just test with any random product here. Let's use the first one we have. Let's open this up in a new tab. Without even just scrolling down from here, you can see that you can just buy one single plugin for $49.99, and then you can buy 4 plugin bundle, any 4 of the plugins they have for just $100. That's fantastic. So if you scroll down here, you will see that you can buy a single plugin for one single site license for $49, but you can switch to unlimited sites and also a lifetime. So if you switch to an unlimited site, you buy that for 79.99, and then if you go the lifetime, you can do 149.199. For a 4 plugin bundle for a single site license, like I told you, is $100, and you can switch this to unlimited, and you'll be able to have access to this for $150. And I think that's fantastic, right? For just a single plugin and 4 plugins. Let me now show you what it will cost you in case you want to invest in all of them. You will see that this is a steal. All right, so for all the 65 plugin, if you come to see pricing, you would see that you can buy this for 1 year unlimited site for $249 for 71 plugins. This is crazy. So that's why I told you that this is literally a steal. So if you come down here, if you want to probably do unlimited site for lifetime, like right now you want lifetime access to this, this is $599. So this is literally still. So if I come to my account here, you would see that I have access to all of them here. As a matter of fact, I don't want to scroll down because it can take time to scroll up and down all the plugins. But the plugins that we will need for these will just be 4 of these, and you can see WooCommerce Payment Gateway by currency. This is the Pro version. WooCommerce Conditional Payment Method by location. You can see that. This is the Pro version. WooCommerce Payment Gateway by shipping method. This is the Pro version. Even though we have that at the free, we have a Pro version here. Then WooCommerce Payment Method by product and by country, and this is the Pro version here. So if you click this, you'll be able to download these into your browser and have access to them. I think I've already downloaded these into my computer here, so I'll just upload them right now to our WordPress website to continue this tutorial. All right, so now I've been able to upload the 4 plugins here. So you can see Payment Gateway by currency for WooCommerce Pro, Payment Gateway by customer location for WooCommerce Pro, Payment Gateway by shipping for WooCommerce Pro, and then Payment Method by product and country for WooCommerce Pro. So now let us activate the 4 plugins. So let me do this. Let's do this. And then now let's activate them and let's hit the apply button. All right, so selected plugin has been activated. So if you come to the WP Factory, you can see that we now have option for the 4 Pro plugins that I just installed. So now let's go all over them one after the other. Let me start from the list here, which is the Payment Gateway per product. So now let's launch that. Right, so you can see that this has been enabled. Remember that we already worked on this earlier. We set for categories and for product tags, but we couldn't do for product here and for country. So now let's come to product, and now you can see that we can enable this right now. So we can set different payment method for different product variation. That's detailing. You can choose to toggle this on or off. That's literally up to you. So right now you can begin to select a product. Right now you need to search for product. So I can just say post. So you can see the product I have here. I can just type in maybe this product here. If anybody wants to buy this product on my store, I want them to use PayPal. So, and I can also come down here to exclude. I already mentioned that earlier. So for Woo payment, I can still come to any product here. I'll just search for the product and then I can just choose that product. Let's see if you can use one product for 2 different payment gateways. So I have poster V5 here. Let me type in again and see that. So if I select this right now, it means that I can use 2 different payment gateways for one singular product. So once I'm done, as usual, I can scroll down here and save changes. So you can see that I can also come to my country too as well. We can scroll down here and enable this option. Another thing we can also do here is to combine conditions. So if you enable this, like it says here, it will result in the combination of payment gateway with other conditions from other sections like product category, product tag, and then per product too as well. So if you want to combine everything together such that the same product gateway you have set for a particular product tag, it will still filter that down by country. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it makes sense that way. I would probably want to enable this so that everything syncs together. That's literally up to you. The next thing here is number of payment by country restriction. So you can limit payment gateway. I just want countries to have just one payment gateway or two payment gateways. That's literally up to you. And then you can come here and select whatever country that you want to restrict certain payment gateways for. For example, you can say I want to do this for maybe Algeria here, and then you can choose the payment gateway you want to restrict them to. I just want to restrict them to PayPal, and that's it. Once we are done, we can just save changes. You can come down here to the next one, which is payment gateway by shipping. So if we click into this, coming to payment gateways, for individual payment gateways now, you can select up to 12 shipping method for individual payment gateways, and that's quite a lot. So you can see this is super cool and awesome. Feel free here to select different shipping method you have on your store for different payment gateways. So the next one here is payment gateway by customer location. From the general here, you can dictate country by billing country or shipping country or country by IP address. Whatever it is that work for you is good. You can also dictate state by billing state. You can also dictate city and then postcode. You can see that. And then you can then now come to countries. Right now you can come down to a different payment gateway and include countries or exclude countries. So we can add Albania to PayPal and then exclude Afghanistan, something like that. You can keep doing that for every of the countries based on the countries you're selling. And I think this is good. You can also do this for state, for cities, for postcode, if you're working within a particular country. And I think that makes sense, right? I think let's come to the last one here. I don't want to save this, which is payment gateway by currency. You might be operating different currencies on your WooCommerce store, targeting different countries. It's best for you to limit those currencies to different payment gateways. For example, if you were to be selling to the United States, you might want to use a payment gateway like PayPal for United States. And if you were to be selling to Nigeria, my origin country, you might not want to use PayPal there. You might want to use Paystack, for example. Paystack is just super friendly, work with our currency and with several other currency in other African countries. That makes sense, right? So if you're using PayPal, for example, you can convert your currencies and then you can select some countries and then you can set your conversion rate. You can do your currency symbol, a number of decimals. For WooCommerce too as well, you can do this same thing, select countries that you want to take payment from, and then you can also set conversion rate and conversion symbol and also their currency symbol here, and then the number of decimals. So you can just go on and on and on to work with different countries for different payment gateways. We can also still work with other options here like general. From here, you can see the things that we can convert all tucked on here, and then you can convert here on cart and checkout page. And then we do this conversion with Ajax, which is particularly good. So I think everything here is just super awesome. You can update things however you want. And you can also restrict certain currencies. From here, we can enable these for different payment gateways. You can select allow currencies and then denied currencies. So if someone wants to pay with certain currencies, you can say, no, I don't want to allow that with PayPal. So if you click on this, you can go to the currencies here, search for the currency, and then deny it for PayPal. And I think that is super good and awesome. So you can see this is super self-explanatory. You will never have a problem setting this up on your store. And once you're done, hit save changes and then go to your checkout page to confirm that all of these things are working by refreshing, and then you can begin to experiment based on location, and you can also experiment based on certain product to see that to see what payment gateway will be available for people to use. That's it. That's how super simple and easy it is to use different payment gateways for different countries, different currencies, different shipping method, different product. And I can go on and on and on your WooCommerce store. So go ahead and experiment with this plugin. Let us know your result in the comment section. We'll leave the link to the WP Factory in the video description. You can check it out. You can invest in their pro version if you really want to take this serious on your WooCommerce store, and all the best experimenting with that. If you find this video useful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this YouTube channel to see more awesome tutorials like this from us. I will see you in those tutorials, and until then, take good care of yourself.